Hello, this is Chidero, and today I'm going to bring you a new tutorial with a brand new series that I'm bringing out, which is the Bangle Loom series. So grab your old bracelets. All the older audience I have here who remembers the bangles. We used to wear the bangles. I'm sure the younger audience knows what bangles are as well. As you can see here, I have a ton of bangles, but the secret is when you go to the store you can get like a pack of 10 for maybe $3. They're awesome. There's different ones that have you got a sparkle. This one's like a rope look, which is white. You have colors, we got diamonds, we got this awesome one here. It's got a little bit of a chain effect on it. So endless possibilities, lots of ideas, and the ultimate, oh my gosh, do you see that? Look at all that bling. Oh, how exciting, huh? So it's nice and thin. It's cheap, and we're gonna bling it up and we're gonna add some bands to it. Okay? But today I would like just to show you the easiest way to add bands to your bracelet. I found this one, I thought it was pretty cool, so I'd like to use this one today. This is the design that we're going to be doing, which is just a unbelievably simple stitch, but it is stitched directly onto the bangle bracelet. It's not woven into an already existing bracelet. We can do that, and we are going to do that, but we'll do that in a different tutorial. So this bracelet that I chose has a little bit of a diamond cut to it, and it sparkles. It's really cool. And the bands that I did use on this one are the Persian collection from the Rainbow Loom store. It would be the Persian Hot Pink, the Persian White, and the Persian Blue. Today, I would like to use Rainbow Loom's Glitter Pink and the Persian Blue bands as well. These are really cool bands. Actually, this is not a Persian band. This is from the Sweets collection, if I'm not mistaken. It's got the clear outside and the color of the inside, so my apologies. They're really cool, they're really nice, and of course this will add just a little bit of an extra sparkle to our bracelet. Okay, so I need all of your help here because excuse me, I have not figured out a way to close the bands off on the bracelet, so I am using a C-clip. With that being said, you are seeing a C-clip on your bracelet. I'm not really caring for it. If you guys have any suggestions, any ideas, please comment. I'd love to know how, and that's where everyone's going to come in to help. So let's get started here. You're going to need your loom hook for this. Let's put this aside. You're going to grab your first color, and what we're going to do excuse me, is we're going to place this band on the bottom side of the bracelet, and we're going to fold it over and grab both ends together like that, and then we're going to stick our loom hook through that hole. So now you'll have both ends of that band on your hook. And then we're going to take our second color and we're going to do the exact same thing. We're going to bend it around the bracelet, grab the two ends, and stick our loom hook down in here just like that. So when you're finished here, you should have 2 bands on your hook looped. So the next step is we want to take these blue bands and we want to put them inside that hook right there. Then we want to take and we want to put the pink bands on the outside of it and slide the blue ones underneath, just like you're doing a slip knot. And now on our loom hook we have the 2 blue bands. The pink ones are tucked down onto the bracelet. Okay, so we're going to do, today I'm going to do an every other color pattern. You can choose whatever color pattern you'd like. We're going to do the same thing. We're going to bend that band. Bend it in half. One side's on one end of the bracelet, the other side's on the other end. We're going to stick our loom hook through it. Make sure that your bands are straight. See that right there? It's kind of tucked in. Overlapping. We don't want to overlap on our hook. We want to make them straight. So again, you're going to tuck those bands inside your hook, and we're going to slide them underneath the blue bands, making sure both the sides of the blue bands are on it. And now our pink is on top of our hook. And remember, you're going to have both loops on top. So we're creating a slip knot effect the entire bracelet. That's the design. You've already done slip knots on other rainbow loom bracelets. Same concept. We're just going to stick both ends inside, grab them onto that hook, go underneath the pink, and pull it back out. So that's a little bit of a start of what it's going to look like. And because you're putting it on a smooth surface, you're able to take it and your bands can move from side to side, which will affect whichever way you'd prefer to wear it. Okay, we're going to grab our pink again, sticking our hook inside, making sure our bands are straight right there, putting our bands inside, blue goes on top over the pink. There we go. Okay, next color, wrap it around. And slip knot it through the pink. There's your design. It's starting to come out. These are awesome bands. The excuse me. Let's see, we're using the pink, but these bands right here I like because they're like a silicone, which means they put a little bit, they're not very smooth, especially when it's coming, you know, to using them on a bangle. So they'll stay into place pretty easily. I'm just a big fan of silicone bands. I like the thickness. So again, taking it through, creating a slip knot. Next color. So, excuse me, I'm going to go a little bit faster now because I think it's a pretty self-explanatory, easy stitch because you've done it before when it comes to rainbow looming or just looming bracelets. I will, however, finish the whole tutorial, the bracelet all the way to the end on tape. But if you feel you need a little bit more guidance, please feel free to rewind the tape back and take a look at the beginning instruction. So, a little bit more of the design is coming out. I love it. It's awesome. And like I said, it's actually it's being woven onto the bangle. So, I did see some jewelry in the past that has been a similar type of concept as far as putting jewelry or bands on the jewelry, but the jewelry was open, so you could feed a already existing bracelet or something of that nature through the jewelry. Here we can't, but that's okay because we're doing it. So again, we're just creating slip knots. That's all we're doing. As long as you have both ends wrapped around that bangle, just slip knots. And something else I'd like to mention is you see how, you know, all of these bands are on the bracelet here that we're wrapping around. And then on this side, obviously, is the design. If you have a bracelet that you want to see, like you want to see the actual bracelet, just start pulling on, just like you're doing if you're creating a bracelet that is a growing one, like a fishtail or knot, how you pull on it after so long, and this will stretch out, and that way you have the ability to still see your bracelet through, which I'd like to do because mine has a little bit of a feature to it. It's a zigzag, so I'd like for the zigzags to come through just like that, so you can really see that it is a bangle bracelet. If you have just a regular straight bracelet, like this one here, I really stretched them out because I wanted to be able to see the shine of the bracelet. If you don't want that appearance, all you have to do is keep it the way it is when you're looming, very close bunched up together, and that gives you a different look. And even in the future, if you decide to change it, all you have to do is move them around. So that's pretty cool. It gives you different options. Again, always make sure that your bands are straight on top when they go. I'm sorry, I didn't even see you were on. Okay, make sure that your bands are straight. It makes it more of a neat appearance when it's done. And I'm loving these color combos. As most of you know, I look for inspiration for color. My mind doesn't think color combo. It thinks ideas and different things to loom, but there are some wonderful, wonderful bracelet makers and designers out there that have extraordinary talent when it comes to adding different colors together. So we are almost finished. We have a little bit to go, but with the little bit that we just did, I'd still like to see where I stopped off whenever I started grouping or pushing the bands aside. So I'm going to make sure, let's see. See, this bracelet is a little bit easier because I just want them to fall in between the side, you know, the diagonals here. Excuse me, I'm getting a bit of a cold. So I have a little bit more of a guide. If you just have a straight edge one, you're just going to go by distance in between just to make it consistent. Awesome, I'm loving it. This is the first time I've done this type of a bracelet, and I love it. Cool. Okay, so let's add a few more. And one thing I will caution you, be careful when you're spreading your bands. These bangles, you can literally take them and scrunch it up, and it'll definitely lose its shape. I did that on another bracelet that I'm going to do a tutorial on, which is really, really cool, but there's a lot of weaving, and I really, you know, I had to kind of throw it away because I made it lose its shape. So be careful with that one. Okay, I think I'm going to do one more band and then I'll be finished. And it just so happened that it ended up with the same color here. So I'm going to attempt on tape right now, see if I can do something to close this up. See, I just took the first one we weaved, and I slip knotted that, and I end up with this. So, like I said, if any of you guys have any ideas on how we can close this bracelet up, please feel free to comment and let me know. Alright, we are finished with this bracelet. So easy. So let's take a C-hook, a C-clip, and we're going to close it up here, just like you would any other Rainbow Loom bracelet. We're just going to stick that in, allowing for 2 of the bands to go down inside the hook, just like that. So it does not look cool, okay? I'm gonna admit, I'm not liking the whole C-clip thing. Yeah, you can tuck it in and hide it, but there's some geniuses out there that have lots of great ideas. Shoot them on our way. That's a little bit better, I guess. You can hide it. Okay, so we have just created our first Rainbow Loom Bangle bracelet. I love it. I love the colors. I love the bracelet. I love the way it looks. It's so cool. So let's take a minute and we're going to push the design on the inside. So when you look at it, all you're going to see on the outside is where your bands are attached to the bangle. Okay, now let's put it on our wrist, and you can kind of just wiggle it on. Now the 2 parts right here where it's going to go on your wrist, you just want to fix up. So now you can see what it looks like on, which I'm loving. And then you can also take your bands and just twist them all the way around. Then this way, the whole outside of your bracelet can be the appearance of the bands. So, endless possibilities, different types of styles and looks. Just something that if you have ones in your house from before and you're looking for a change, it's a great way to spice up some old jewelry. If you don't have any in your house, they are pretty cheap. The ones that you see here, I had purchased at Burlington Coat Factory. My awesome brother is a manager there, which showed me where these were. And like I said, I probably bought 10 of them in a pack for maybe $3-4. So you can grab a variety of different types, and love to see what you guys come up with. So if I have inspired you today to create your own Rainbow Loom Band Bling bangle bracelet, please select the like button and feel free to let me know how it came out below. Also, you can follow me on Instagram and Pinterest. Hashtag me on Instagram because your designs are what inspire me. I hope you enjoyed this tutorial. Thank you.